we've got to talk about the notes, the wicked note. We're not going to make you do it, don't worry.
Let me see.
No!
Yeah.
You know when someone's got a bit garlicky breath? Like I like it.
It's at this moment that I realised how offended I am by it. I bake.
Do you?
I bake for everyone, yeah.
I thought Wicked would be quite a full-on day at the office.
It was a full day at the office.
And did your mum sing?
She sings.
Yes.
Had advice from Oprah.
What's Oprah saying? It's the question that everyone has been wanting to ask Cynthia Erivo. What's your favourite kitchen utensil? Hello, welcome to Dish from Waitrose. I'm Nick Grimshaw.
And I'm Angela Hartnett.
And we are here today with another episode, of Dish, this thing. Hey, Ange, how are you?
If you could do, I'm very well, thanks
Yeah.
you, but quick question. If you could do another show, would you do something like Stars in Our Eyes or This Is Your Life? Do you remember This Is Your Life?
I loved This Is Your Life.
I think you would be a great host on this. We should bring it back, Nick, doing This Is Your Life.
I love This Is Your Life,
Yeah.
and I love Stars in Their Eyes, Stars in Your
Yeah,
Eyes.
and that's when Matthew
Stars in
Kelly-
Their Eyes. Whose eyes?
Theirs. No, it is Their Eyes, I think.
Stars in
This
Their-
is a great podcast, by the way. There's the yours.
I'd like
there's
45
yours.
minutes of just there's Stars in Their Eyes.
Yes.
I genuinely, when I used to watch it, thought
Who
that
did
that
you
was a
think
magic trick. No, like I thought they walked in
Yeah.
and then they came out.
Yeah.
I thought like that was the gag on the show. Like, wow.
Wow, amazing.
Just happened. I used to love it. I used to do Tina Turner shows for my family as a kid.
I believe that, yeah.
Which would go down quite well, but not if you did it during a football match.
No, can't
because my
imagine
dad and
our
our
Andrew.
Andrew, no, like in the lounge with the curtains
Yeah,
closed.
yeah.
Me coming in like, come to me, wild and wild. And they'd be like, no, out.
I can imagine you're at our Andrew throwing beer cans at you to just get
he
rid
did.
of you. Yeah,
He did. I remember our Andrew being like, he is gay. And I was like 6.
Oh, well, he knew it well. He knew it
He
well.
spotted it.
He wasn't wrong.
Did you ever do shows as a kid?
I did shows at school. I never did them at home, actually. I did the musical, what was that, West
hang
Side
on, 'cause
Story.
today we've got Cynthia Erivo.
I know, yeah, but I
and
meant-
now we're talking about your stage
A
credentials.
West Side Story.
Wait, you did West Side
when
Story?
You're a jet,
Yeah,
you're a jet. Yeah, you did that. Said you see. I got it all.
I watched that the other morning.
Fabulous.
It was on the
to see.
telly the other morning.
Dish, we should just leave. We could do so many other things you
We
and
could be
me.
tap dancing. Well, if you don't know, Cynthia Erivo is joining us today, and you will know her for being Oscar-nominated, second Oscar nomination for her role as Elphaba in Wicked, which became the highest-grossing film adaptation of a Broadway musical, beating Mamma Mia.
Wow, that's some record.
It's
that
huge. Also was nominated for an Oscar for her role in Harriet.
Yeah.
She's a Tony and Grammy Award winner for a Broadway debut in The Colour Purple with Jennifer Hudson. And now she is doing a album. So she's here to talk all about her new album, which is called I Forgive You. But she's also doing like 3 other films, and she's playing Jesus Christ as well.
Of course.
Like,
Multi-talented.
all right, it's time to meet Cynthia Erivo.
Thank you.
How are you?
Nice to see you. You too.
How are you?
Good.
You
Hello,
good?
Chef.
Angela.
Oh, such an honour.
Take a seat. I'm going to get you a beverage.
What beverage?
We're going to have this like alcohol-free sparkling rosé.
Thank you. It's so very much it is.
Yeah, here, let's
Right
see
here.
over there. Yeah, perfect.
Time now to welcome our guest on Dish. Please welcome an actress, a singer, a songwriter, and also, which I love, an exceptionally fast runner.
Yes.
Round of applause, please, for the one and only Cynthia Erivo. Hi.
Hi.
Cynthia.
Hello.
Hi, Cynthia.
Welcome to
Hi.
Dish.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my God, we're so excited to have
Yes,
you.
very.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah?
How are you?
Good.
How are you?
I'm all
Yeah,
right.
we're all
Yeah,
good.
we're all right. We're ready, aren't we, Ange?
We're super happy to have you with us.
Thank you.
It's a real
Thank
honour.
you very much. Oh,
Yeah.
This is very fun. That's very cool.
Well, just before you came in, we were talking about all your accolades.
Yes.
And how brilliant you are on
Thank you.
screen and on stage. And then we spoke about our own experiences of
Yes.
being on stage. And Ange was in West Side Story.
Yeah, can I say it was a school
On
production?
Broadway.
But-
No, I'm joking.
School production.
School
I have
production.
you.
Let's have a song. Like, we'll get the recipe as a musical.
Yes. Yes.
Later. But no, we were talking about tap dancing.
Yeah.
And we were like, Andrew's like, no, I actually want to do it. Have you done
you
tap?
tap dance?
I haven't done tap,
No.
but I have danced. I've done some dancing. So mine was like street dance and modern, a little ballet. I tend not to tell people I can dance because then they'll ask me to.
Yeah.
You're like, I do enough.
But I
You do
can.
enough.
Yeah.
Your
do
own
enough.
stance,
Yeah.
the singing.
It's enough.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
not tap as well.
If I did all of that now, I wouldn't have any time at all in the day. So
Yeah.
I leave some to others.
Yeah, that can be for you.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're going to
please.
start
You
our
take the
own
task.
Yes, we'll do our own. We'll make our own musicals.
Yeah, exactly.
We mentioned all the things that you do in your intro, and we mentioned the fact that you are incredibly fast because this I'm obsessed with, that you ran a half marathon before...
I'm never going to live this down.
No,
in
I
my
can't
life.
go over this. Before performing on Broadway.
Yes, I did 2 shows.
Two
that day.
shows in one day,
Yeah.
but before that you were like, maybe I'll do a half marathon.
Yeah,
That's
literally what happened.
mad.
So I knew I was going to do a half marathon, and I'd made myself a promise that if I could finish the half marathon on time, with enough time to get home and get ready, I would do the 2 shows.
Right.
I finished the marathon. I think the half marathon, maybe I want to say it was an hour and 50 or something. like
That's
that.
very
Around-
good time.
So crazy
Something
to
like
do
that. And then I was like, well, I have time. So I guess
Now
I'll
I've
get
got to
ready.
do 2 shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I would be fine, but the starting position for me is to run out on stage and then I drop down to my knees. Getting up. It was really interesting.
Yeah.
And I hadn't thought of it before it happened. I thought of it as it was happening.
Yeah.
So there was a particular kind of pain that I hadn't really experienced before that I was working through at the beginning of this show.
You're like, oh.
That's nice.
I mean, I just love that. I love that drive and ambition. And be like, I can
Yeah.
do this. I love that. I love that. And well, welcome and cheers.
Thank you.
We begin
Cheers.
with, we're going for this, which is a alcohol-free tea.
Yeah.
Suitable for vegans.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we have a vegan guest in the house, everybody. But cheers and welcome.
Cheers,
Cynthia.
welcome.
Yeah.
Actually, that's quite nice, isn't it?
Don't say actually.
Sorry.
And you've also brought your own drink, which I'm obsessed with.
Yes. I
Tell us about
have tea everywhere.
the tea flask.
There's a wonderful tea brand that I love in the US called the Republic of Tea. And they have an orange, ginger, and mint tea bag. They have a honey, ginseng, and green.
Oh, that
and I tend
sounds
to put
good.
them both together.
Oh, nice.
And there's a lymphatic green tea in there to make sure that my lymphatic system is working.
Yeah.
And it's got like guarana and yerba mate in it. And it's just like a nice little brew.
Oh,
I never use just like one type of tea.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Like
Mix them up. Yeah.
Combination.
And
Yeah.
that travels with you. That's
This
everywhere.
travels
yeah,
with me.
That's staying
This will
there.
be hot for 12 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to get into your food likes and dislikes. We have a hard no to the onion family.
Yes.
Sorry to the onion family if you are listening.
I can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't
do it.
Yeah. What is it about onion? Did you have a bad
I just
onion
hate the
experience?
smell. I
Oh,
hate
really?
it so much. And the
Has it
thing
been
is-
a lifelong onion problem?
My sweet mother, who makes the most amazing food, would always cook with onions, and the onions would go first. She'd like fire them off, but then I would only smell onions,
Yeah.
and I just can't do it.
Yeah. You're done with it.
I can't. I can smell it from a mile away, and then like raw onions, I can't. And they don't leave your hands. It's just I can't do it.
It is a smell that does linger. It can be great, not in the home.
Not
You
in
know
the
what I mean? Not in the
home.
home. Not when you go upstairs and like your coat smells like fried onion.
no,
Like,
and it for
not cute.
days.
So is it all the onion family?
The whole onion family, because also I don't like.
So
the
who's in the
taste.
onion family?
So you've got your
Onion.
leek.
So onion, you've got leeks are
Leeks are
okay,
okay,
but they have to be
okay.
cooked off completely.
Right,
Because
okay.
the smell's a little milder with
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
definitely.
So I can do with a leek. But it's the onion, it's the shallot, it's
Yeah.
the chive, it's
Yeah.
the green onion, it's the
anything.
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 Spring onions,
Okay.
I can't do it.
Yeah, the whole
Goodbye.
lot.
And
Okay.
it's the allium family, so that includes
yeah.
garlic. That is a no completely. Can't.
Right.
And are you allergic to garlic?
I'm also allergic to garlic.
Okay.
It
Okay.
completely repeats on me. My body cannot process it
Oh,
properly.
wow.
Yeah.
How did you find that out?
Whenever I would sing, if I had something with garlic in it, like I would get acid reflux, and I couldn't. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I love the smell. I actually like when people smell of garlic.
Oh
No, I
Lord, what
can't.
happened?
Yeah. I don't
Why?
know, but you know when someone's got a bit garlicky breath, like I kind of,
No, I'm with you.
I like it.
It's at this moment that I realise how offended I am by it because
The way
I
you
just.
looked away. You didn't even look at it. It's like,
And it's so terrible. It's really bad because like my whole entire team knows how I feel about it.
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
I'm like a wolf. Like, you had something with
Someone in
garlic
this room
it.
has garlic on them.
Who has
Yes.
garlic?
I will not say which film I was doing, but I was getting ready, and my makeup artist, my sweet makeup artist, had kimchi in the morning. I was like,
yeah. A lot of onion and garlic in that.
what's that then? It's just like, it's kimchi. I was like, it's really interesting. This morning? Now?
Okay, yeah, I mean, you are up close and personal with the makeup artist. We have some of your food loves here.
Yes.
Potato chips,
Yeah.
fruit, nuts,
Yeah.
smoothies, tempura mushrooms, tofu, a vegan ramen,
Yeah.
creative vegan dishes in general.
Yes.
Now, that's an interesting talking point because vegan food, I mean, for a few years, it's been exciting and interesting.
Yeah.
I never, I'm not vegetarian or vegan, but I know my friends from years ago would always be like, oh my God, this, like, anytime you'd go out, they'd be offered just a mushroom.
Yeah.
It's much better now. How was it being vegan many years ago, and now are you
They're
seeing
terrible.
more
Everyone just
creativity
goes, do you want
now?
a veggie burger?
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's so many other ways.
Yeah.
You can make so much. And also there are other ways to make, if you want a veggie burger, there's so many alternatives. And now you have your meat alternatives and things like that. So you can have a burger that's just as succulent as like a meat burger, which is great. But it's also, there are ways to use different foods as substitutes and create new things. So before it was interesting. Now it's so much more fun. You can actually really play. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite vegan spot? Is there somewhere where you'd love to
It's
go?
not a vegan spot necessarily, but they do really beautiful vegan foods. And there's a place called the Aubrey. They have the most amazing agadashi tofu.
Oh, wow.
It's really warming. It's kind of like comfort food.
I like that.
Was it always something that, did you used to cater for vegans when you started cooking, or was it not even a
When we
consideration?
opened Murano, we really did.
Wow.
But we basically, I mean, I'll be absolutely honest with you. We had the menu. We realised we'd, like the way it opened, there was one extra page. So I said, let's do a vegan vegetarian menu.
Amazing.
So we had it on from day one. And I said, if you're going to do the dishes, put thought into it.
Yeah.
I said, because I remember my sister years ago going to France on exchange. And someone was a
luck.
She didn't eat
vegetarian.
for 2 weeks.
They were basically given a cheese sandwich. That was it for like 2 weeks.
And have you always been vegan?
No, I sort of discovered that my body doesn't necessarily process meat very well.
Right.
When I was about 20 years old, when I was vegan, my body was really happy. And when I wasn't, it was very sluggish and couldn't really function. So when I was about 25, I just sort of...
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Talking of vegan food, I'm going to get you lunch.
Oh yeah, come on. That was a link, Angela, right there.
Little link. Come
That was
on.
a link
Be
right there. Come on. The food is here, Angela.
Yes.
Thank you so much. What have we got today?
So we have a roasted red pepper, aubergine, and freekeh salad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you've got roasted aubergines and pepper in the oven, but I've also added some courgettes. So you roast them in the oven for about 20 minutes till they're nice and soft. Then at Waitrose, they do this lovely pouch of ready-made freekeh chickpeas and black rice. But because you don't like the garlic, I've made it myself. I've done it with the
love cumin.
chickpeas with a little bit of cumin on there, and then cooked the freekeh separately, and then added that all into it. And then we've made a little dressing. It's a bit like sort of mayonnaise texture, but it's with dairy-free yogurt and tahini. Finish it with mint and pistachio.
Lovely.
So there's a bit more there if you need
Lovely.
some
It's really
extra, because I can't not. I add a little bit of olive oil on top, and a
You
bit
have
of
to.
lemon, and that's it really.
Very delicious.
Yeah.
And what is freaky like a grain? Like
It's a grain, yeah.
Is she knocking on quinoa's door? No.
I think I think so actually.
It
It's
looks
not
like
something.
she's knocking on Rice's door, though.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Very good.
Pleasure.
And I love a pistachio as well. If
This
you
is
wanna-
really good, by the way.
No,
Yeah. There's
This is
more.
delicious.
There's tons up there, so everyone can help
it's
themselves.
very good. And I love the dressing.
The dressing is really, really nice.
This is kind of perfect to be having this time of year, isn't it? We're in June.
Yeah.
It's summer. It's seasonal. Salad. I eat a salad all year round.
Yeah.
My mum is very like, have a salad, it's November. Whereas I'm like, I would. But now this is like prime time salad time.
Yeah, and this is a whole meal in itself. Yeah, because you've got the courgettes, you've got the peppers,
Yeah.
you've got the aubergine, you've got them all coming in from Italy and Spain and everywhere. So they're peak season. Courgettes is one of my favourite vegetables. I
love
will
courgette.
have that all the time. So for me, and it's also something that you could do the veg the day before, have them in the fridge, cook your chickpeas and freekeh the next day. You know, it's a portable. When Nick invites us round, we can bring that as a little portable dish. It's very portable. So, you know, it's great. And it's all coming into season. It's that abundance of just the English garden that we want.
And did you fry the chickpeas as well? Because they're a little bit crispy.
I fried them in a little bit of olive oil and then put a touch of cumin on top.
There is a wine pairing with this.
So we have a lovely rosé from France, Eminence de Bijou, which is dry and aromatic with flavours of red berries, citrus and apricot.
Okay.
And that is perfect summer pairing. I feel like a salad and a rosé, they're friends.
You can be in an English garden.
You know what I mean?
I love that that's the excuse. They're friends. It's June.
It's June. It's June. You better get drunk. It's June.
That's why you need rosé.
So you need rosé. Summer water.
Yeah.
If you want to try this recipe or get any of the ingredients that we offer up on Dish, waitrose.com/dish recipes is where you'll find all of the recipes, the wine pairing, everything.
Yeah.
It's all on there.
But you cook quite a bit, when you're not running marathons and shows and those 5 minutes
When
free.
when I actually have some time, I do like to cook.
What do you like to do?
Well, I make it very simple. Like if I can do a sort of herb rubbed tofu, easy, like hard tofu, so it ends up being almost like a steak kind of.
Yeah.
And I'll do it with like jasmine rice or something.
Nice.
And then when you are on set, if you're doing a movie...
I bake.
Do you?
Bake for everyone, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like it.
So what do you make for everyone?
Depends. Sometimes I'll make like a big old cake and just get that shared out.
Oh, love that.
Cookies are really easy because it's quick. When I was touring, doing a play, I would pick different things to make. So I did gingerbread cookies, or I did breakfast muffins, or blueberry muffins. Red velvet's a particular favourite. My auntie used to force me to make her, and I mean force.
Do it.
Me to make her a Victoria sponge cake every Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, and I would make the filling from scratch. Yeah.
And do you think it's quite a good escape for you? Because your job, is intense
just
and
like,
high pressure.
Yeah.
Do you think it's quite good to go and do something else, like totally from another world?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I think it sort of changes where the energy goes because you spend so long being on set and everyone's sort of like fussing over you, and all of a sudden you sort of turn the energy around for other people. You bring it to them, and
people must
sort of
love
like,
that though.
It's such a lovely uplift.
Yeah, nice thing to do. Can we talk about your new album, please?
Yes.
Which comes out on what date?
June the 6th.
June the 6th, so this very week.
You need the album because it's June.
We're going to
you need
put it
Rosé and you need I Forgive You.
They actually might be a great pairing, by the way.
Actually, yes. Yeah. Tell us about this album, because was there an initial starting point? Was there an idea with this, or did you just start creating and see where you got to organically?
The idea originally was to try and centralize everything around the voice. So using the voice as an instrument. One of my favorite things to make harmony is music literally to my ears. And as we started making the vocal pads, I started discovering what it was that I wanted to write about. The good parts of the relationship, bad parts of a relationship, new relationships, letting go, saying goodbye, and forgiving both parties, yourself and the other person.
Yeah.
And it just sort of wrote itself. I wrote all of the songs with some amazing co-writers, and it just was like a really lovely experience to be able to write down some of the thoughts that I had and some of the experiences I've had. Yeah.
Had you always written throughout your life? Had you always written down your thoughts and feelings?
I started writing when I was about 16. I think I've gotten better as the time has gone on, because your thoughts grow. You grow and
your confidence.
And your confidence, But it's always been about writing down what I'm experiencing at the time. So that's the natural way for me to write,
And do you let people know if you've written a song about them?
No.
Keep it vague.
No, but I also think that if they know, they know.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't think I actually have to tell them. If they hear it, they'll know.
They know.
Yeah.
No. Has anyone ever asked? Has anyone been like, is that about?
No. But if they would, I would tell them if it was. Yeah.
Ooh, hard if you say no, it's not. I really thought that was about me. You're like, no way.
But also, if you do think it's about you, then what have you done?
Yeah. Why?
Exactly.
Why do you think this is about you?
Yes. And then tell us about you're talking about the voice, and your voice is so insane to me and so incredible and so flawless and effortless. And I
Thank you very
love when you
much.
get to see someone's voice and it just looks like it just falls out of their mouth. I love that.
Thank you.
When did you first start singing and enjoying it?
I started enjoying singing when I was about 11. I just enjoyed the action of singing and sound and music.
Yeah.
So that's always been sort of like a through line in my
And was
life.
music in your household?
All the time.
Yeah, okay.
All the
so it was
time,
the
yeah.
influence,
And did your mum sing?
She sings.
Yes.
You'll be saying that about me and Nick later. They sing.
Yeah. But I mean, was it like family sing-alongs, or were they like, go on? Sing,
Or just music playing, maybe.
Lots of music
Yeah.
playing. My mum would sing along to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
sure.
she was never shy about that, and we would sing
Yeah.
along to things.
Sure.
So I guess by accident it ends up being family sing-alongs.
Yeah, of
My sister
course,
and I
yeah.
would sing together. You know, it would be our turn to do the dishes. We'd do the dishes together. She would be drying the plates. I'd be washing
Yeah.
the plates, and we'd be singing songs.
Yeah.
Like we'd pick the song to sing.
Was there a moment where you thought, this is what I have to do? This
Yeah.
is my job on earth?
I think I was about 14 when I was like, oh, I think I want to do this. And then I changed my mind randomly when I was about 16 because there were no performers in my class. So I thought, well, everybody either wants to be a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer. And I feel very odd because I would like to sing and perform and act.
Yeah.
So maybe I should change my mind because I feel a little bit embarrassed. And I decided I wanted to be a spinal surgeon randomly because I was good at biology. And I was starting to get like the hang of it. I was one of those kids that was like good at reading, good at doing all those things and good at the classwork, but I could also sing. So my left and right brain was sort of like doing a battle.
Yeah, thank God you chose singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
What are you
for
trying to
us.
say? You think I'm going to be a singer?
Yeah, like,
I'd
how
be really
dare
good.
you insult
What do you mean?
my spinal
I could have been a
surgery
good
work?
spinal surgeon.
Less fun for us,
Yeah.
unless we'd had a bad fall.
Yes,
True.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, less fun
then
for
we'd be
you.
like,
Yeah.
thank God
Yeah.
Cynthia didn't sing.
Yeah. You know,
Can walk.
I could have helped then.
Yeah, you could have helped then.
Yeah.
But yeah, seriously, thank God you
Yeah.
did. So I heard that this record,
Yes.
you actually started making this whilst
I was, yeah.
doing Wicked.
Yes, I did.
Oh, Christ.
Now, correct me if
a
I'm
lot of
wrong.
work.
I thought Wicked would be quite a full-on day at the
It
office.
was.
Yeah.
It is. It was a full day at the office.
Yeah,
So
fly in, own stunts.
I felt really creatively open because
Right.
I was around people that were brilliant at their jobs. I was working with Ari and I'm working with John, and Jeff is singing all the time. So it felt like we were just constantly taking in music, constantly taking creativity, that my brain was sort of ready to do it.
Yeah.
So I just went with it. At the very beginning when we were doing rehearsals, that's when I sort of decided that, okay, time to write this album. Coaxed by Ariana because she wouldn't let me get away with it. Sort of towards the middle is when I started writing. And when we were in whilst we were doing the press run is when I wrote the whole thing.
Wow. So was she like, come on, let's get
Yeah,
this
she was like,
done.
you need to do it. What's happening?
Yeah. You're like, I'm doing Wicked.
Well, I said to her, I think I'm thinking about doing some. I'm not really sure. I did the first album. It didn't go as well as I wanted it to. And I don't know if I had the right team when I was doing it. And she was like, well, you need the right team. I was like, well, I know. But so let's get the right team then. Shall we get the right team? And I was like, but maybe, yes. But I don't know if I can do it again. Yes, you can. You should.
Yeah.
We
Wow.
should do this. You should do this. I was
Wow.
like,
I should do this.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's figure it out. And then that's what happened. It's sort of one thing into another.
But it feels like you're in that creative mood.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
do you ever get a downtime where you're like nothing?
It's very rare that I get
Yeah.
like a full day of nothing.
Yeah.
And when I do get a full day of nothing, which again is very rare, I try to do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you like those days?
I actually do.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I've learned to like those days.
Yeah.
I wasn't very good at liking those days at the very beginning. I think I got so used to doing something that when I had a day that had nothing in it, it felt like I'd forgotten
Yes.
something.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
But it's also a part, I think, as you go into your career.
Yeah.
It's especially when you are, you know, because there's lots of actors and
Yes.
singers and
Yeah.
everyone who haven't been incredibly successful like
Yeah.
you, that think, oh my God, I've got a job, I've got to work it. And then there
Yeah.
may be a job the next time. I've got to do it in case nothing. You speak
Yeah.
to me and they always say, well, where's the next job? So
Yeah.
I've got to say yes to this. Which
I
doesn't mean
actually
to.
think that sometimes the saying no and trusting that something will come
Yeah.
is actually what sends that energy into the universe.
Yeah.
Like it says, well, it will come. And it sounds very woo-woo, but I do think that if you don't fear that nothing will come, then things come. Because if you say yes to the wrong thing, it actually might be pushing the right thing away.
Yeah.
yeah, more
Yeah.
detrimental.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Is there anyone that you'd like to call on for advice that is good at career advice, like a friend or family?
I've called on Michelle Yeoh a couple times.
Yes.
Because she is like the most amazing sort of sage, but she just has this really beautiful center. She just knows.
Yeah.
So I can ask her. I have had advice from Oprah before, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Love. Love.
Yes.
That's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Oprah saying?
Yeah.
Right at the beginning,
Love.
right at the very beginning of her career, I was doing that. I was saying yes to absolutely everything.
Right, okay, yeah.
And she was the one that was like, you should say no sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really good to say no sometimes. You need to leave space for yourself.
Yeah.
So I took that to heart and began to really be discerning about what I said yes to.
Yeah.
And friends in my life who are really
Yeah.
just good people who know things that I don't.
We've got to talk about the note, the wicked note. We're not going to make you do it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Wicked note.
We're not going to make you do it.
I didn't even know that it was referred to as the note.
It's the note.
The note.
The note.
Okay.
Yeah, the note. We've got to talk about the note. Ange, do you want to give it a go?
No.
No.
Oh my God.
No, I'm obsessed with when you were doing the Wicked promo when you was it Jimmy Fallon or
Yeah.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Kimmel? Jimmy Fallon,
Yeah.
where you just stood up and did it, and I was like, not just like because in the film it's
Yeah.
crazy. As I've already told you, me and Mish obsessed,
Yeah.
cried our eyes out watching
Yeah.
it, but then seeing you just got from standing like. Do it. I was like, oh my God, she's insane.
Should I
Like,
do a
no
video? Let me see.
warm up, just
I'm gonna
did
see
it.
if I can- let me see.
No.
Yeah.
No, don't, because I'll have to go home. Oh my God!
Goosebumps.
No, don't.
Goosebumps. That's amazing.
I can't continue.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Thank you.
Don't. I feel a little hot and bothered. Oh my God. Okay. We're fine.
Count to 5. Come on. Put yourself together. Let's go.
Okay. Wow, that penetrated me.
Yes.
Sorry, Mish.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Guys, I have to go home. I can't handle it. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Cynthia,
Yes.
it is time for your fast food quiz.
Go on.
Okay, we're going to give you some categories. All
Yeah.
you've got to do is answer quite quickly. What is your favorite form of potato?
A crisp.
Ooh,
Yes.
good.
Or baked. You know, like
Jacket
just
potato. Yes.
When it's like all
Okay.
soft on the inside. Yeah. it's
What's your
lovely.
favourite ingredient in a salad?
Favorite ingredient? Oh, red pepper.
Do you have a favorite sandwich?
I'm not a sandwich eater.
Figures, no.
I don't really do sandwiches
no,
very
I'm not a
often.
sandwich
No.
eater. No.
Do you have a favourite summer fruit?
Blackberries.
Okay, nice.
Is that a summer
yeah.
fruit?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, it is, yeah.
What's your go-to pasta shape?
Rigatoni.
Favourite way to eat tofu?
It's either like silken tofu,
Yeah.
like it's like it's hard to describe, but it's just
I know what you mean, yeah. It's just melting in your mouth, isn't it?
yeah.
It's the question that everyone has been wanting to ask Cynthia
Yeah.
Erivo for many a year. What's your favourite kitchen utensil? It's actually quite a serious question.
that is a serious question.
I know it's very
actually,
personal.
because I've just started to learn how to use it. Mandolin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got to be careful though.
Lovely.
I've
Gotta be
definitely
careful.
sliced my finger. It was not
Yeah.
fun, but I felt very, very posh for being able to
Yes,
use it.
very
It's very, I'm
professional.
just a chef,
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go, you bet
Love
go.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Mandolin's a good one.
Thank
Here's a good
you.
one. Shout out to Angela's mandolin gloves.
Shout out.
She has the mandolin gloves.
Oh my god.
Like Joan of
She's
Arc.
got- Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you need a mandolin glove.
That's
get you
yeah.
some.
Yeah,
Yes,
be
please.
warned. Be
Yeah.
warned. Now, we thought we could do, because you're between LA and London,
Yeah.
am I right?
Yeah.
So we thought we'd do like a sort of friendly rivalry
Okay.
between
Yeah.
these two cities.
Okay.
Food-based, of course, because, dish. Where is best, London or LA for breakfast?
I will say LA because there's more variation for breakfast.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about for a cup of green tea?
London?
London.
For sure. For sure.
Okay,
For
that's
any
good.
tea.
What about for a night out with friends?
I'll say London because it can get fun and messy.
Yeah. What about vegan treats?
LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They do it well.
Yeah, they do.
Not food-related, but running. Would you go LA run, London run?
London run.
Oh.
It's easier. LA's not necessarily made for walking and running. You
Yeah,
can do
that's
lots of hiking.
Yeah.
It's very good for like doing your trail walks and things like that. But for a long run, London's fantastic because it's almost like a straight line right into the city and you can keep going for ages and ages.
We come to the end of the show questions, Cynthia, and for the first time ever, there's 2 golden envelopes.
Oh.
You can either have a question written by the crew,
Okay.
or written by today's guest writer, Maisie, who's 10.
Oh, amazing.
Maisie.
Maisie, you gotta
Sorry,
pick Maisie.
sorry.
Sorry, crew. Imagine if the crew were like,
Sorry.
how
I'll answer
dare-
both.
Yeah.
I'll answer both
this
for
is
one
for you,
thing.
Cynthia.
Okay.
For your chance to win the Waitrose goodie bag. Doing the big shot for you.
Okay.
Let's have the question
All right,
from
Maisie,
Maisie.
let's go.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
a letter opener as well.
Oh yeah, then those are good for a letter opener.
Very good.
Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for coming on Dish and for choosing Maisie's question, which is, what is the highest singing note you can do? When I'm warmed up, I can do a D flat.
A D flat.
Which is
Wow.
quite high. It's over C.
When is that asked for? Is that like for?
Usually at the end of a
End,
song.
yeah. Okay.
Usually at the end of the song, I can do it's in my head voice, which is chest voice. Head voice.
Wow. Chest voice, head voice.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Love.
Almost
That isn't a D.
operatic.
No, that's
By the
not a
way.
D.
Yeah.
That's not a D. That's very low. I can't give
Maisie.
you a D right now, though.
Yeah.
No, not right now, Maisie.
No.
We've just filled her full of courgette salad.
Yes.
Well, Maisie, thank you for your
Thanks,
question.
Maisie.
Yeah, great question,
I'm curious
Maisie.
about what the cruise question
The
was.
cruise
Oh.
question. Should
I'm
I
going to
open
do
this?
it.
Or?
I'm going to do it. I'm breaking the rules. I'm breaking the rules.
Break the rules.
We don't
Come
mind, we
on.
don't mind.
Let's see.
We don't care. Let's see. Imagine if they're like, what's the lowest note?
Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for coming on Dish. We have loved it. We felt so confident you wouldn't choose our question that we haven't written one. If you have
Drew.
opened this question, the goodie bag is officially yours. Thanks, Team Dish.
Yeah, the goodie bag is yours, Cynthia. Maisie actually left something in your goodie bag
She
for
drew
you.
something.
Yeah. She's done you
Oh,
something.
wow.
So Maisie's done a
so
gorgeous
good.
picture.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you,
For Cynthia.
Maisie.
I know.
Maisie.
Maisie, this is very good.
Thank you, Maisie.
Thank
Love.
you, everyone. Thank you.
Cynthia, thank you so
Thank
much.
you very
that was
much.
so
So
fun.
much.
That was amazing.
Great.
Thank you very
so
much.
much. Massive congratulations on everything.
Yeah.
Congrats
Thank you.
on the record. I Forgive You is out on the 6th of June.
That's right.
So if you're listening to this when it comes out, that's in a couple of days. So yeah, go check it out.
Thank you.
Round of
Thanks for
applause for the
having
brilliant
you.
Cynthia
Thank you very
Erivo. Yeah. Thanks, Cynthia.
Thank you.